There are some things in this world that go way beyond human understanding. Things that cannot be explained, things that most people don't want to know about. That is where we come.
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is? It's fear.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
I'm afraid!
Don't be afraid!
No. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
It's all true. The boogeyman is real. And you found him.
When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth.
I see dead people.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.
They're here.
Good evening and welcome back to Ghost
Frickin'
Talking.
That's right, Ghost Frickin' Talking, your paranormal podcast that you don't take home to mama. Coming once again. You guys sit there, it's like, what's up?
We're letting you do your thing.
You gotta do your
thing.
thing.
Do the opening.
Okay, yeah. Ghost Frickin' Talking, basically we become your monthly, you know.
Not even.
Your yearly podcast.
No.
Whenever the fuck we want it to. Podcast.
Well, last time we came, it was like earlier last month, and now we're in,
Oh, has it been?
Yeah, it's
earlier.
Yeah,
it seems longer than a month.
because we did the live podcast at Wolf Hollow at the beginning of March.
Gotcha.
And we're in April now, so we're like your monthly flow.
Hey, we're on a streak. Considered 2 is considered a streak. So
6 weeks. So.
Yeah, and so if you miss a month, then you start to worry about Ghost Frickin' Talking, kind of like when you miss your period. So
yeah. Yeah.
But I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
I am Trenton.
And I am Newsroom Nessie.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it's been a few weeks since we've been here. Last time we were live was live at Wolf Hollow.
Yeah.
But now this is weird, dude. I forgot how to podcast.
Yeah, it's been so long.
And it's throwing me off too because this fucking this candle in front of me is burning out. I need new candles.
Yeah.
I tried, getting this sucker
upgrade.
lit up, and now it's just kind of just dying out. Mm-hmm. But today we're gonna be talking about a couple of things here. We're gonna talk about the government is releasing more information on UFO stuff.
Sweet.
So we're gonna talk about that and a 1,000-year-old rock that hosts a demon has split open.
Allegedly.
Yep. Welcome to 2022, ladies and gentlemen. We just get out of a pandemic, and now we got to worry about a devil or demon escaping this rock.
And now we have a war.
Yeah, now we have a war. Yeah.
And inflation.
Yeah.
And it's
there
the
we
rock's
go.
fault.
But we like to start off our podcast where we like to talk about paranormal experiences, which I can't say I've had a paranormal experience in forever.
Yeah, I can't say I've had one.
Not really. I guess we can count the stuff at Mom's house.
Yeah, you just moved in. You and your mom and her boyfriend or whatever moved into a new house, a new build, like brand new build.
Yeah, no one's lived there before.
No one's lived there before, and you've said there's been activity there.
Really?
Yeah. So,
like what?
Well, the basement, like storage area, like even before like all the walls were put up and everything like that, you just got a weird feeling about that section. But like I said, it was just being built, so I just like, well, it's new.
Was this new neighborhood built on a cemetery?
Indian burial ground.
Yeah, you moved the headstones, but you didn't move the bodies.
Yeah. And then, so we were moving in, and like I said, that spot's always had weird feelings to me. It's the back storage room area now. And when we were putting stuff in there, the girls, Bella and Chris's kid, they went down there putting stuff away. You know, the TV that like has a pop-out face for like Halloween. You turn a knob.
It's like one of those things that you buy at Spirit. You know, little animatronics, but it has like this. It's like a fishnet front for this TV, and then this head pushes out, kind of like Freddy Krueger in the movie.
Okay.
But it makes like a white noise sound, and then this monster comes popping out.
Coming out of the TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that turned on randomly, to the point where both the girls ran up the stairs, like freaked out. Mom just said, "You're fine," right? She's, like I said, Mom's trying to ignore it, right? And then Logan said he saw like a dark shadow standing right at the edge, like because it goes back pretty far from the door. He said he saw like an actual figure standing there
In the same room where the thing was?
Yeah, in the same room where the thing went off. And it's right behind my bedroom, so if anything, I'm gonna die.
Well, then it must be following. Do you think it's following you then?
No,
I don't think it's following them. I think it's following their mom.
Yeah, because Mom said she was home alone or something, and I'm not there whatsoever, right? And she said she was walking through the kitchen, and she said that she swear to God I walked through the kitchen, like she saw like an actual like figure walk through, and she said, "Oh, Trenton, like
what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here?"
Well, which is really funny because we had that same situation here one day where we thought Logan was at the refrigerator while we were live on the Brickhead Family channel, and we both looked over. We thought Logan was at the refrigerator. We didn't say anything, but then like we kind of looked back over and he wasn't there. And so in the biz, it's called a doppelganger, where a spirit will try to take the form of
Someone you know.
Someone you know.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a harbinger of death.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That sucks. But
Welcome home.
Yeah, welcome home.
Yeah.
Welcome to your brand new home.
And then we have other stuff like a little bit of like pots rattling and stuff like that.
See, that could be, the house settling.
Yeah.
It's a brand new build.
Yeah.
You guys don't know the sounds yet for everything. And
Yeah.
That I get, right? But like I'm pretty sure we heard like a pot get like dragged into the sink. Like you can hear it like sliding on the counter, and then you hear like a thing just fall in there.
What was it, like a silverware? Or?
I think it was silverware because it made the sound of a pot. But like I said, the pot was already in there before. But I swear to God, you can hear something get dragged across like the counter into the sink. I'm pretty sure it was silverware because you can hear the silverware noise. But the main thing that made me, Mom, Logan, and Chris go like, okay, we don't want anything. They don't want to believe something's there, right? But this made them think, holy shit, there might be something there.
Then what was that?
Mom and Logan, so we're all sitting in the kitchen, right? She has a little like island area that once you turn, you can look up the stairs, right? And me and Chris were talking about like dinner or something like that. Logan and Mom were just sitting there talking to each other too. And then I always had that feeling like something's going to happen there the entire time. But like I said, it's just me being paranoid. Logan and Mom, I didn't even tell them about that feeling. They saw like a hand like wrap around like the edge of the staircase to a point where like Logan jumped back, and then Mom was like, "You, what just happened?" And then we're like, and then we got on the topic of discussion like, "Do you think something's there?" Mom's like, "There's definitely something there." And then Chris is like, I don't want to believe it, but there's some pretty sketchy feeling.
Did they
throughout the
think
house.
that? Did they believe stuff was going on at the apartment?
At Mom's apartment, yes.
Yeah.
Chris's apartment,
We've
nothing.
talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we've talked about it before, but I didn't know if like he believed it, and now it's happening at their house.
Chris doesn't want to believe it, but like
But with the evidence
with the
going on.
evidence going on and all the things happening and just the weird vibes that you sometimes get in the house. It's it's something that you can't not say that it's false. Right?
So does she think that she has something attached to her, or have
Oh,
you told her?
Oh, without a doubt,
Yeah.
she
She has,
practically knows. at
Yeah.
that point.
What has she done about it?
She hasn't had anything done about it. But she swears up and down that she was playing with the Ouija board one day with her friend. Back when she was in high school or junior high or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And she swears that something happened, something came out of the board itself that day.
Okay.
And ever since then, there's always been something around. So whether they actually open something up with a Ouija board, which, you know, my stance on it, I don't think it's fucking, you don't
Yeah,
open up
you're-
anything with a Ouija board anyway. But it's weird. I don't know if it's like family that's tied to her, because we've had stuff that she brought into the house. She had a clock that used to hang above the sink over here. And it was really weird too, because she had just come home from first of all, the clock was from her grandfather that died.
Okay.
He actually made the clock.
Okay.
And so, you know, they gave it to her, and we hung it up above the sink here. And she came home from her cousin dying. Her cousin committed suicide or whatever. And she just came back from the funeral, because I was staying here with the kids, and she went to the funeral and came back. As soon as she walked through that door, you could tell, you know, she was upset from the funeral and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
That clock that her grandfather made popped off the wall.
Oh wow.
And you would think if it fell off the wall, it would just fall straight down.
Straight down, yeah.
It didn't fall straight down. It popped out and into the middle of the kitchen floor.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can still see like the little like indent it left on the actual clock itself, like the metal bent and everything like that.
Yeah, she
Crazy.
actually has, you know, she was the first one to get scratched in the house.
Yeah, I know she's had a lot of experiences here, so I
Yeah.
didn't know if it's like continuing to follow her, if she
I
could
think
do something about it.
I definitely think that
Like-
something's following her, and you know,
Do you think it's like a good thing, a bad thing? You say it's like family, that could be like a good spirit. I think it's more.
I think it's negative.
You
Yeah,
think it's
I've
more
always
like evil, maybe not necessarily evil, but just a negative.
I've always thought it was negative just because of how serious her scratches are that
Yeah.
have happened.
The scratch. Yeah.
She's actually got scars on her leg
Yeah, you showed
from
me the
where
photos.
she got scratched on her leg.
Yeah.
Where she was sitting on the bed with one of the babies. I think it was Bella or Logan. No, yeah, it was baby Bella.
Yeah,
she
it
was
was
sitting on
Bella.
the bedroom, bed. And she's like, my leg feels like it's on fire. She stands up and you can see these welts forming on her leg, and she's got scars on her leg from and it's in
Crazy.
threes too. Because when they say, a demonic entity or something kind of scratches
Yeah.
on you, they'll do
The
you in
threes.
threes, to mock the Holy Trinity.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I've always thought that she's had something attached to her.
yeah.
That's and whether she ever has, I don't think she's open enough to
Try to do something about it.
try to do something about it.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I don't think she wants to admit
That it's there.
that it's there, for one, even though
She's had
She
experiences.
she's had experiences here. We talked to it, here at this house, even in the old house before we built this one. In the old house we had instances there. So but I don't know if she wants to try to act like she's not having experiences to appease her boyfriend or whatever.
Or,
Because obviously
or the
it-
kids, or just pretend it's not there. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Mom is trying to ignore it because, yes, of Chris and them, but I think if she thinks it's there, it could get worse. Because, that is a thing. If you acknowledge that it's there, it could get worse. If you go out and try to, bless yourself, it could also make things worse. And, that's a risk that comes with it. But
and I'm not best friends with her or anything to where I'd be like, oh, come down to Wolf Hollow and talk to one of our spirit guys down there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be like, ooh, come on, let's hang out and you see if you got a ghost attached to you. I'm not about that jazz. But like I said, I haven't had anything happen to me here at this house. I actually sat here tonight while we were watching TV for a little bit after dinner. I turned on the iOvilus, which is an app-based phone app that spirits can manipulate the words on it and stuff like that. I'm just saying it because there's probably new people tuning in.
I get
or
you,
whatever.
yeah, for sure.
But not once did that iOvilus bring the word over.
This kind of also brings up a little blockage, I guess, from that statement, because the thing is, you guys were gone that one morning, right? And like I said, I woke up and I thought Vanessa was walking through the house, right?
Oh, you did mention that, yeah.
Yeah.
That one weekend, yeah.
So, yeah, I was home alone and I thought I heard Vanessa walking around the house.
We left. We got breakfast.
Yeah, we went.
We thought I was still here.
Yeah, and I said hello or something like that, no answer, and I walked around the house a little bit after. I heard the second dose of footsteps and no one's there. Your car was gone. Even after I said the first time, hello, Vanessa, because I saw there was a car gone, and it was your car. So I thought you left to go get breakfast or something. And then I walked out, and Vanessa wasn't there. You weren't there, so
yeah. I haven't had any feelings though. Because usually you can feel stuff. It's either heavy. You get this heavy feeling on you, or anything. Walking through this house. You don't get that weird thing where the hair stands on the back of your neck.
That's what I feel at Mom's, right?
Yeah. I did get that feeling at your house the other night.
Really?
Yeah. When you were like, "Oh, can you grab me a water or whatever out of the kitchen?" And it was that night. And I was kind of walking through the living room, and it felt like somebody was standing in the corner of your living room, it was watching me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I didn't want to seem like a pussy or something like that. But yeah, because I actually had to go out there twice because I went out there and grabbed something the first time, and I got a feeling like there was something out there.
Just in that one room, though, right? Or when you walked through the living room?
When I walked through the living room, yeah. And so when I came back through a second time, I got that feeling again. I was kind of had my eyeballs, kind of looking around to see if I could feel anything, but it felt like there was a heavy energy coming back from. You have a recliner rocker, maybe?
Yeah.
Right in that back corner,
where that long big tree is.
Yeah.
Which it could be a big factor.
That was my dad's chair.
Oh,
by the way.
Yeah.
Was it?
Well, I didn't know that, but that could be a big a factor into it if he used it like Grandpa did, right?
No.
That could have been one of the trigger
it
objects.
was his 5-year, I don't know if it was that day. I forget if it was that weekend, but he passed away 5 years ago on April 3rd.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking it was that weekend. We were together, but I don't remember if we were here. No, we were here that weekend.
No,
it
was the following weekend.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that back corner behind that rocker chair that I felt like there was definitely something standing there watching me as I was walking through your living room.
What I would have thought before hearing all that was your mom has a bunch of tribal things, right?
She does, yep.
Yeah.
That's a
true.
thing.
Yeah,
Tribal things carry.
Yeah. But I've never
like
had
that.
a feeling at your house. Not even when I had the spirit box over that one day and we actually got stuff through the spirit box of your uncle. I never got a feeling like that, but that's the first time I ever had a feeling. I don't know if it was just because it was fucking dark out there or whatever, you know, just not being used to the house or whatever.
Yeah.
But I definitely got a heavy feeling from that back corner behind that rocker chair.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It was very weird.
because going back to like the whole like different feelings and stuff like that, and going back and forth different places, I think something is truly following, not like something negative or spirit wise, just like some form of energy is following me, because like I said, I have incidents like that, right, here, but like very little, right, compared to like the negative energy that's always around Mom, like that negative spirit energy that always followed her.
Well, your mom has negative energy all the time. Anyway.
I didn't want to say it, like if she's gonna watch the if she watches the
she doesn't
podcast,
fucking listen to this podcast, dude, or
but
watch or whatever.
I'm saying maybe that factored into her, always fighting with people, right? Being like more of not like aggressive, but
well,
like
she just carries that negative energy with her all the time. So if you're gonna carry negative energy is gonna be attracted to you.
Like I said, that this is going way off topic. Do you think? Because
there's a dog barking in the background. Holy cow! Take a shot.
We might have talked this back in like an older podcast, but me and you both saw how fast Mom changed, right? Her personality wise and everything like that. The negative energy, do you think that would have factored into it? I've always thought that it would have factored into it, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this on a later podcast.
Was that there before that though? Like,
well,
did she experience stuff prior to this change you mentioned?
I've always thought it, right?
She's always been a combative person.
Just a personality.
But she really didn't get into the heavy negativity until she had her car accident. And there's also been things to where, you get into a near-death experience.
Yes.
To where you open up something. Let's say she was already open to, to spirits or whatever.
Yeah.
What she was. And something traumatic like that happens to you, it's like ripping that door off the handle, and it's just going to open it up more wide. And if she was carrying all this, negative energy around her, it's just going to come through like massive energy coming through
a
just
moth,
a gaping hole.
Yeah, a moth, or a broken glass water bottle, right? You're gonna have water on the table, right? And sooner or later, all the water is going to be seeping through that little crack. So,
it's all up for speculation whether.
Of course, yeah.
But she definitely has something that carries with her. And
well, it seems to be if it's followed her from this house to the apartment.
That's
to
what
the
gets me. Like,
new house.
It goes from she went through 2 apartments, even, right?
Yeah.
She went through this house, and then she went to the apartment alone, and then she went to the apartment with Chris usually.
Did anything happen at the apartment when you guys all lived there for the few months?
A little things, but not like ones that I would remember. But I remember like maybe something moved or you hear something. But like I said, we were in an apartment complex, so like it could have been anything, right? But going to the house, definitely something there, like without a doubt.
Which sucks is because I'm definitely really feeling like I lost my ghost in a divorce now, because it seemed like the farther away she moves, the less activity that's happening in this house.
Well, I'd say that's a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing when you're running a paranormal podcast.
I mean, I get it for content, but
yeah, like I said, it just sucks because I don't have the, I'm wanting something to happen. I should have got that fucking mirror from Wolf. But come to find out, they threw the mirror away.
So Randy sent me a text and said, hey, if you want to let Nick know, the mirror is out behind the shop because Salvation Army did not want it.
Which I don't like. What did the Salvation Army not take mirrors that big, or
no? They take all kinds of shit. So there must have been a creepy vibe. So the person doing the intake was like, hell to the no.
Or did Randy disclose and be like, hey, yo? So this guy, he became very aggressive and having weird nightmares.
No, I don't
from looking
think
at this.
He would. I don't think he would go into the details about it because he would want to have it, pass off to somebody as opposed to just throw it away. And he knew I wasn't a huge fan of the mirror, so that's why he texted me. And I told you, of course.
Yeah, it sucked
I'm gonna go down there after work, and I thought you were going to.
I was going to if I didn't have my kids that night. Like, I think he had some school thing going on. If they didn't have something going on, I would have gone and got that mirror.
Do some dumpster diving.
Yeah, dumpster diving for haunted mirrors because,
But we don't need negative. See, if the Goodwill, Salvation Army, they did not want it.
Yeah,
they felt
okay.
the bad vibes.
At the Goodwill and the Salvation Army did not want it.
I mean, they didn't even want to give it to someone who is not as fortunate as others, where they can go to another store and buy a big mirror or something, No. Yeah, they didn't even want to be associated with it. So
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that is our paranormal experiences that we've had over the last month now. I guess you've had it.
Yeah, I've had it.
I'm jealous. It's like I want to go somewhere. I want to go to like an investigation or something just so I can get that feeling. It's like I'm like a crack fiend.
Yeah, I was about to say like a drug addict.
I'm looking for a fix, guys.
Just the excitement.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline rush.
The adrenaline, the unknown. But if something really like creepy happened, you'd probably shit your pants, right?
No, because we talked about this the other night. We were watching. I forget what we were watching.
I don't remember.
It was a TikTok or something like that. It was the caught on camera videos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And these people thought they saw. They went out into the woods looking for Slender Man.
Yeah.
They come across a thing that looked like Slender Man, and they ran out of the forest like bats out of hell.
Yeah, and of course the image of Slender Man is only for a quick 2 second.
That show is full of shit. So don't waste your time on that caught on camera TV
No, I know
show.
it was just on
like 95% of that
not
shit
much on
is
cable,
faked shit on there. But what I don't like is that they actually have paranormal investigators that are heavy in the field on that show being like, wow, that was really interesting. Like, that was a really cool. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, how dare you?
How dare you?
You look at this video, looking at strings attached to shit, and tell me that it's a good paranormal video.
I guess it's all subjective.
I guess if you get a paycheck in the mail,
you'll believe whatever you want.
You'll believe whatever.
You
you'll
might
sell.
believe in Bigfoot for the right amount of money.
I will believe in Bigfoot if you're gonna pay me enough. Speaking of Bigfoot, I need to get that Kevin Hinkle doodle Bigfoot out there for our merch shop. But we do have a merch shop, ladies and gentlemen.
We do.
And do you remember what?
I was just thinking, like, oh man, I think it's myspreadshop.
It's
Ghost FT Pod.
It's Ghost FT Pod.com. No, I think it's
the link will be in the description.
I think it's Ghost FT. I forgot what it is now. It'll be on the commercial down there.
It's GFT
Podcast.
Now you messed me up.
Oh, see,
it's okay, guys. The link will be.
Man,
in
we
the
only do
description.
this once every like
Such
2 months or
bad
whatever.
newsroom. Nessie.
But we do have some awesome T-shirts, and I forgot to say, we are so rusty on this. I forgot to say you are in the Spread Shop newsroom over there.
I am.
So if you're watching us on YouTube, you are in your own office.
Yep, I'm in my newsroom.
In the newsroom. And if you guys don't know what Spread Shop is our merch shop, like we were talking about. and you can go there and get some awesome GFT gear. And we also have some Mr. Hinklejaw's Doodle shirts.
Whoa!
We have Mothman. We have the Snallygaster. We have the Ginger Dead Man. So we got some awesome Mr. Hinklejaw stuff. If you guys want to check out our friend, also was at KevinAHinkle.com. Go out there, and he's got some awesome stickers available to purchase. He also has a Elvira print with the GFT Easter egg on it.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So I just double checked here since I'm, in the newsroom.
Yep.
It is gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So I was kind of close in the beginning, but yeah. So it is gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
All right, guys. So go out there and get your awesome gear, and get the swag going on.
Yeah.
And support your favorite paranormal podcast. Yeah, I'm wearing a t-shirt. He's wearing the hoodie, and Newsroom Nessie in the Spreadshop newsroom is not wearing any merch.
It's okay.
I yelled at her when she walked in the door.
Yeah.
And she's got some cool stuff too.
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking about it.
It's okay.
All right, guys.
It happens.
I'm fired.
We're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Demon Rock being split open. So we'll talk about that right after this.
It's showtime.
What's your name, buddy?
Chucky.
There's no such thing as Annabelle. It was a big mistake acknowledging this doll.
I am Dracula.
My name is Freddy, I'm the singer in the band. Bonnie's my name.
Hey, I'm Chica.
Now you've met all the members of the band.
Oh, wait. Oh, come on. Don't go yet. Here, look at us. We even shop at the same store.
Get your limited edition Halloween sticker series now at KevinAHinkle.com. 12 designs to choose from Annabelle, Michael Myers, Classic Dracula, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, Chucky, Beetlejuice, Samara from The Ring, A Human Skull, and all 4 Five Nights at Freddy's characters.
All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. So go out to KevinAHinkle.com, order some awesome some spooky stickers he's got out there. Not Ghost FT stuff.
Yeah, he's got all the spooky stickers.
Yeah, he's got some
all kinds of stickers.
And it was funny because because we did a doodle cast with him for Halloween, and one of the items that he drew was Art the Clown from the Terrifier movie.
Oh.
And he said that he was at a convention a couple weeks ago selling his stickers and that. Well, he's got a sticker of Art the Clown.
Yeah.
And this guy comes up and he's like, "Oh my God, you have that clown?"
That clown.
He goes, "Have you seen this movie? It's so disgusting. I need to buy this."
That's awesome. I need to buy this.
Yeah, so Kevin texted me that. I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm telling you, Art is a huge fan.
Everyone loves Art, even though he creeps everyone out.
Yeah, it's like
funny.
There's a TikTok going around. There's a TikTok sound that says, "That is so disgusting. I need it now." It made me think of what he went through with the Art the Clown sticker. So
That's funny.
Go out and get yourself some awesome stuff out there. He does some awesome work. So go out there and check that out. And he did give me a teaser that he's going to be doing a Sam from Trick or Treat.
Oh,
he's
that's
going to be
cool.
doing a big poster of Trick or Treat
kick-ass.
this year for Halloween.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but no one listens to this.
Spoiler
fucking
alert.
podcast
The 15 people who listen,
the
maybe.
15 people, and he's one of those 15 people.
Right.
So.
Thanks, Kevin.
All right, before we get into our news story, I also have one other thing I want to talk about. You, sir, were in a play here last weekend.
Oh,
yes.
my God, dude.
And it was like a murder mystery type thing set back in 1988.
Yep.
A prom in 1988. So when do proms usually happen? I would say
Do you
May.
say when? Yeah, typically like May.
Typically May, right? Well, during this play, they had this running joke where, there was, one of the killers could be a killer doll. He goes, haven't you seen Chucky? Haven't you seen that movie? You seen what he did? Ladies and gentlemen, Chucky did not come out until end of November of 1988.
Oh, was it 88 or 89?
No, it was in 88.
Oh, it was in 88. Okay.
So you would have never known in May what Chucky can do to be a serial killer.
There were some, like, if it was talked about, but they don't have internet back then, so it would have maybe been like in a movie magazine.
You did not know a movie. You didn't know a movie was coming out until it fucking dropped.
It was in the newspaper, yeah, and it's already out.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one, I say no one, in that entire show that went to go see it has brought that to my attention. Of course, you, out of all people, would have to tell me, yeah, Trent, Child's Play didn't come out.
Future.
Yeah, you still had 7 months before it dropped. Shut up,
you need to go back to your teacher and tell him he fucked up on the script for that play.
See, I think this is
checks.
I think this is because this play has been ran almost 4 times.
Okay.
In prior years too.
Oh.
So it's been used.
Caught it.
No one has caught it except for you.
Oh, so the Chucky reference was actually written into it. No ad-libbing or anything like that.
No.
Gotcha.
Because I think this is what Engler did. He's like, horror movies, doll funny. Child's Play, 1988.
Yeah, but that's November 1988.
Yeah, you didn't get all technical.
You didn't get all technical.
And when a prom usually would happen in April, May, maybe.
Yeah, before summer.
Yeah, like I said, when we go up to England, be like, hey, yo.
But
my dad said Child's Play didn't come out.
Gotta pick another movie.
Yeah, you gotta pick another movie. You need to work on that script for next year. All right, guys. So our first news story here tonight is magical Japanese boulder that's trapped a demon for 1,000 years is cracked open suddenly.
10,000 years.
I got such a kink in the neck. All right, great. So now we have to worry about a demon too. A magical Japanese bowler that has supposedly been holding a demon for 1,000 years has suddenly cracked open, presumably releasing said demon into the world.
So, if you were yes, it holds a demon, right? Won't you want to take extra care of that to make sure it doesn't crack?
How big is it? Can you move it?
It's a boulder.
It's a boulder.
It's a boulder.
Well, a boulder can,
It's still a rock.
A medium boulder, a big boulder.
It's not any kind of rock.
That's a nice boulder.
That's a nice boulder. All right, so the Sheshu Shiki, or Killing Stone, as often called, is believed to contain a powerful demoness called Tamano no Me. But on March 5th, the boulder cracked open. While the prevailing theory is natural weathering, Japanese mythology points to other conclusion. Legend dictates that the stone is actually the corpse of Tamano no Me, fashioned into a holding cell for her spirit. During Japan's Edo period, which ran from 1603 to 1867, Tamano no Me is said to have possessed the concubine of King Zo and bewitched him to create a reign of terror.
So does that religion just go mass panic and start killing people? Is it like a all hell broke loose, we're all gonna die type moment? Armageddon.
So I'm taking it this is at a park or something that was they probably have it sheltered,
just
maybe
outside. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It'd be a
maybe they
thing.
have a little rope around it.
Yeah,
with
right?
a little plaque there with some facts about it.
Yeah,
for the visitors.
Yeah, so I guess it would be out, in the weather and stuff like that. But you would think that if this was if this actually, like he said,
right,
if this
it was
contained
really
a demon, wouldn't you
demonic
get
rock.
something to move that rock to where
keep it safe?
Keep it safe.
Yeah, you would think.
The Ghostbusters have their trap thing in their basement. why don't you just keep the rock in your basement?
Just build a house over it.
Yeah. Build the house around the demon rock. Nothing will happen in your
have
house.
its own
then.
room. It can have its own red room.
This led to the eventual rebellion that decimated the Shang dynasty. She is then said to have journeyed to ancient India, where she repeated the process, which Crown Prince Bazooka Tamamo no Mae would repeat her pattern for some time until eventually arriving in Japan. Her next victim, Emperor Toba, found a lucky escape thanks to an astrologer who identified his mistress as a fox spirit. Often referred to as Kitsune mythology, suggests that Tamano no Mae embedded herself in the rock as she attempted to flee the emperor's assassins. The stone was later nicknamed the Killing Stone, under the belief it is continuously let out poison gas. Rumors say touching the stone is enough to kill you.
Really?
With the stone now open, many believe that Tamano no Mae is now free.
Watch out.
And she's going to go out there and bust some balls out there. She's going to find her new sugar daddy.
Why don't we just use a cement glue just to fix it? Just, take some cement glue.
And, just pack it back together.
Flex tape. They have flex tape clear.
Clear.
You don't have to notice it.
No one will ever know.
What's that tape? The Bondo tape where you just slap it on and it like fixes everything.
Yeah, it's flex tape.
Yeah,
like I said,
duct tape.
It's just flex tape.
Another theory suggests that the breaking of Sesosuke is a bad omen for impending destruction.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
All right, so this rock, okay, I guess there's a picture of it. And it kind of looks like it's in like within other rocks.
Yeah.
So it's just out in the open.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't get why.
Those are
how would you be like, this is the rock that she's in with all these other fucking rocks around it that look the same?
Right? Why is it that
I
rock?
thought it was going to be like a big rock.
Yeah, that's a pretty small. That's like a rock. That's not a boulder.
Well, it looks like it's got like some kind of like viewing, like something that you can go on and you view it.
Oh, maybe just the perspective makes it look tiny.
Yeah, I don't know,
That's what she
but
said.
yeah, the rock is like split. it's like it's got a big ass chunk out of it.
No one caught that.
What did you say?
Nothing.
No, say it again.
I said, what did I say about the thing? And then I said, that's what she said.
Oh,
I said the perspective makes it look small, and I said that's what she said.
That's how I
kept going on and on.
That's how I take all my cockpicks. The closer you get to it, the bigger your wiener looks.
So, what about this rock?
So do you think there could have been a demon in this rock?
No.
No.
I feel like someone was like, you see that rock? Boom. Landmark.
Let's make up a story about it.
The Japanese always come up with these crazy stories for a lot of things.
I mean, maybe there's some kind. I don't know. Maybe there is a story associated with it throughout the years, but I don't necessarily believe that someone is going to encase their soul in a rock.
No. You don't think? Yeah.
Well, okay, I can understand it a little bit because like people put in like jewelry is a rock practically. Plus like back then, like 1,000 years, right? It was a semi long time ago, but people like Earth. It's Earth. Anything natural, I'm just trying to help.
Giraffes are natural.
Giraffes are natural. I was like, oh man, here we go. We got another giraffe. Like rocks, man.
Like the Earth,
these rocks.
man.
No, it's Earth. It's. I can't get the words out, but I know what I'm talking about. Right?
Yeah. Here we are. We've talked about how energy passes through things. and how, energy gets displaced or whatever. Who's
Yeah.
to say that, this bitch's energy didn't get put into this rock?
Yeah, no one's gonna go around be like, yes, let's put my energy into this cup.
Well, wouldn't you want it to be somewhere like a little cooler than a rock?
I know, and it's just like it's not even like there's a shit ton of rocks
Yeah,
around
that
it,
looks
so
like
it's not
just-
like you're not
Yeah, you're not even on a fucking beach, you know?
right. Or I would want to be like just a giant rock by myself. I won't want any other rocks around me.
Right.
I want to be like the rock,
Right. I am the rock.
not the rock like the wrestler.
Right. But the boulder.
Yeah, I want to be the boulder rock, and I want to be the only rock that's around. So that is the Japanese demon rock that is cracked open, and it just happens to happen right after a pandemic, and
now there's a war, so maybe there is something about it.
yeah. So not only did they give us COVID, allegedly, but now they're giving us a demon released on the world.
Well, that's Japan and China. They're different countries.
Yeah, we're safe.
Oh,
Yeah, we're safe.
it's the
You're
same.
different. No.
They're all in the same general area.
It's the general area. Yeah.
No.
Japan's just a smaller island.
It is an island, yes, but it's totally separate from China.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just saying the Asians over there are releasing hate on the world. COVID and then a demon.
Oh.
All right, so we'll see if that demon stays in the news or not, or
He's been freed, though.
it's been freed and
He can
now
go back home.
Now she'll take form of something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe she'll. Well,
Maybe she took form of the air.
the air. The air that we're breathing is her demon spawn. All right, guys, so we're going to take another quick break here for our merch shop once again. Everyone's like, oh my God, all they do is talk about their merch shop. But we have to pay for our equipment somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghost Hunting's pretty
How are
expensive.
they going to afford my salary, too?
Yeah, exactly. We have to pay her a ton of money for sitting over there.
You get paid?
Yeah. We don't pay the crew.
We will maybe buy you a T-shirt with
with the
crew
crew on the
on
back.
it.
Remember, I told him, like, dude, there's a girl walking around with the T-shirt
crew
that said
shirt,
crew
yeah.
on the back at his play.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, we so need to get you a crew T-shirt. Not Motley Crue, just crew.
It's crew.
Okay, so we'll be back right after this, where we're going to talk about aliens impregnating you.
Oh, yeah.
Ayo. Through the butthole. All right, here we go.
And if you want to get your awesome Ghost Frickin' Talkin' merch, make sure you hit us up at gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com. And they have all kinds of different colors and styles. And make sure you get your coffee cups and even your dog bandana.
All right, guys, so go out and get yourself some Ghost Freaking Talking gear. And where do they go?
gftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
Yep, there. That's where you go. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about aliens here. We haven't talked about aliens for a little while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. So this says declassified Pentagon documents discuss UFOs causing unaccounted for pregnancies. So we have Jesuses all over the place now.
Among other
Among
ailments
other
and stuff, yeah.
All right. So the report reveals details from an array of alleged UFO encounters with varying degrees of plausibility. For 5 years, the U.S. Department of Defense ran a program that monitored reports of human encounters with UFOs, unidentified flying objects. Now the release of more than 1,500 pages of documents reveals that the agency compiled bizarre stories of unaccounted pregnancies, radiation burns, and even brain damage during a secretive stretch from 2007 to 2012.
Interesting.
First published in the British tabloid The Sun, in compliance with the FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request, the collection of documents was originally created by AATIP, AATIP, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. Holy fuck. Its existence only became known to the public after former program director Luis Elizondo resigned from the Pentagon in 2017 and released videos of unidentified, fast-moving aircraft. While the U.S. government withheld some of the requested documents in the new release, claiming they were privacy and confidentiality concerns, the materials that were produced are bound to fuel rampant speculation among large community of UFO conspiracy theorists. The Pentagon documents state that people who observed unidentified flying objects frequently displayed a cluster of similar physical symptoms. Injuries consist with exposure to electromagnetic radiation, such as burns, heart ailments, and sleep disturbances. A report speculates that these could be caused by energy-related propulsion systems and warns that the underlying technology could pose a threat to United States interests. Additionally, in cases that would not seem out of place of an X-Files TV show, there were accounts of apparent abduction and unaccounted for pregnancy.
That's a bit creepy.
Yeah. So not only are they fucking you in the ass with probes, they're fucking the ladies in the vaginas.
Or they have some other super high-tech way to, make it all happen. Because they're like super advanced. So maybe there's another way.
But
maybe they just like give you a injection and then, it's done.
I don't know. If I'm an alien, no, I don't even.
They probably don't have. They're probably eunuchs. I mean, do you see drawings of aliens with like big old Johnsons hanging down to their knees?
In my fantasies, my aliens have big old wieners, and they come down
dick past their knees.
And when they're probing you in the butt, it's with their alien dicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen there's alien dongs out there. There's sex toys of alien penises.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, we were just talking about, do aliens have penises? Obviously, somebody has seen an alien dick and made a dildo out of it.
I think that is just like, free, what's the word I'm looking for? They're just kind of like free association.
Oh, my
like, this is what I think an alien dick would look like.
So you're killing my fantasies of these big old alien dicks that shoot out alien balls in your vagina.
Yeah, because I don't think that they're too advanced. That's just like
they're too advanced to have penises.
I'm too cool to have a penis. That's how I should go through life anyway. Right? That should be my motto anyway. I'm too cool to have a penis. That's why I don't have one.
Shut the fuck up. Are you a eunuch?
Maybe.
That's news to me.
Maybe.
What'd you do today at work?
Cool.
Unify yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
Or would it be unified?
Unified?
Unify myself?
I unnickified myself. I undickified myself.
There you go.
Another document from the cache contains a rubric of categorized different types of seemingly paranormal experiences. If a person claims to have observed a UFO that had extraterrestrials on board, for instance, they are categorized as a CE3. By contrast, someone who says they've encountered ghosts, yetis, spirits, elves, and other mythical entities are classified as an AN3.
So it's funny that they have these different classifications for basically the type of people they're dealing with. Like these types of people, they're category AN5 because they believe in yetis, and this group over here, the ZN49er group, is the UFO believers.
Yeah. So there has, why doesn't the government just come out and say this stuff instead of
because there'd be mass panic. They have to leak it out. That's why you don't see it on the media, though. Like, they're not picking it up because it would cause mass hysteria. I mean, if you think about it, then religions crash.
Yeah.
We've talked about it before.
No.
If all of a sudden we say aliens exist, that contradicts everything in the Bible.
No.
All the Christians and, God and all this stuff. Like, yeah, the Pope wouldn't be happy. Like, it would be like the beginning of Armageddon, I think.
No. Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, people couldn't handle it.
I don't know. In the back of my mind, I got the Aliens Exist song from
Yeah,
Blink-182 in the back of my
Hey,
mind.
Mom, there's something in the back room.
Which he's a huge, the lead singer is a huge fan of the aliens. He's like a head of one of the UFO things.
Didn't he write this song because he
had experience?
Yeah, he had the experience.
Yeah. I forget what his name was.
Tom
Yeah.
DeLonge.
Tom DeLonge.
I believe that's his name.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm saying Tom DeLonge.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like questioning.
No.
Like,
No, I said DeLonge. I was. Never mind. All right. Other documents describe efforts to communicate with extraterrestrial civilizations.
Civilizations.
Plans for exploring and colonizing deep space and studying ways to pioneer technology like mind-controlled robots and invisibility cloaks, like Harry Potter.
Babe, we're going to Mars.
Wow, this is a really long.
yeah, I don't think you want to read the whole
No.
freaking article. It's like way too long.
Yeah, it's like super long here. Just trying to scroll through here. So, all right, here's and it doesn't really say it here in the news story, because what caught my attention was the unplanned pregnancies.
Well, who plans to have a pregnancy with a fucking alien?
Yeah.
But here's my thing: is that
Where are the babies?
where are these? Where are the babies?
Because they
at?
get re-abducted and then they take them on their spaceship and they're repopulating a new world, I'm sure.
All right,
They're not here, unless maybe they are. I don't know. Maybe
Here's
there's
my
alien
question.
human hybrids walking around like everything's all okay.
Well, yeah.
You never know.
But my question is that the government, let's say tomorrow you woke up and it's like, oh, I'm with child, but you haven't had sex in like a year.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're pregnant with child.
Yes. I would freak the fuck out.
You'd freak the fuck out. But do you go to the doctor and be like, I don't know how I got fucking pregnant? Or do you go to the government and be like, sir, I think an alien fucked me?
Well, I guess it would all depend on what I remember of the instance. I would think you would remember being abducted.
I remember being flat out drunk in the middle of nowhere. Don't remember a single thing.
I just
so
woke up.
Must be aliens.
I just woke up and my asshole was full of lube.
Well, then you want to be pregnant.
I mean, maybe I have a butt baby.
So that's what butt baby means.
Maybe they have like a Men in Black, like special pen laser thing where they just scan it in front of your face and you're just like, don't remember shit.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, you were drunk and you had sex
This
with
is
Joe
the
Bob
memory
at the
you
bar
have.
last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would kind of depend on the situation because, of course, who's going to believe you if you really go to the hospital and say, hey, I was abducted last night and I have an alien baby in me, do an ultrasound.
Psych ward.
Yeah, exactly. Although, I guess maybe they would believe you if that baby like grew like super quickly and you had like a, full-term alien hybrid baby in like a span of 2 days or a month or something like that. Then they might have to believe you.
So we are coming up on this weekend is Easter, okay? And so let's talk a little bit about Jesus. So are we to say that, because the story goes is that old girl got knocked up and she doesn't, she was a virgin. So in hindsight, is Jesus an alien?
I don't know. Unless she doesn't want to admit that she did do the dirty deed.
Oh man, yeah, she was a liar.
I don't know. I read the stories back when I was confirmed in middle school, but I don't remember details, so I couldn't really speculate.
Yeah. So nowadays, because you would think that, oh, I am pregnant. I haven't had sex in over a year, but I'm pregnant. is this the second coming of Jesus?
Some people would probably think that.
Or does the government come in and be like, whoa, we need to shut this down?
They could very well come into the shadow government.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could come in, the men in black, and then they could take you away and
take your Jesus baby out.
They could, yeah, who knows? And then put it in a, lab or whatever and grow it there for the rest of the term. I don't know. Who knows what fucking happens? I mean, I've seen a lot of movies. Maybe these movies are just preparing the human race for what really goes on. I've always thought that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just fucking crazy.
Very weird. I don't think I've ever had where I've thought I've had an alien experience.
No, I've never obviously had an alien experience. I don't even feel I've ever seen a UFO. Now, my baby daddy's brother, he thought he saw 100 UFOs all the time, and he came outside one day. He came inside. He's like, "Come outside. There's a UFO out here." So I go outside, and I swear to God, it's one of those Chinese fucking lanterns that people let go, and it's just going.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a UFO. I'm like, okay, dude, it's a UFO.
I mean, technically speaking, you didn't know what it was.
True.
So technically speaking, it is a UFO.
Yeah. So I've never had an experience like that, but I do remember when I was a kid, I was legitimately scared of being abducted by aliens.
Yeah.
I would,
Like
look out my window at
you
night
had-
when
yeah.
I was a kid, and I'd have to make sure my drapes were shut, because that would totally prevent aliens from coming if my drapes were shut all the way. If there's a little crack
Yeah,
in the
right.
window,
Right.
just things like that. But yeah, it was a legit worry for me when I was a kid.
So maybe it was because you were abducted and subconsciously you had
It
those
could
memories
be.
of.
Could be. I don't know. Because I don't recall my friends ever talking about oh, I worried about being abducted. I don't know if that's a normal thing for people. I don't think it is. But I mean, did you ever worry about getting abducted as a kid?
No,
Never even probably crossed your mind.
I never got worried about being abducted, but now it weirds me out. During the summer, if I have my bedroom window open and I hear owls, because we live by a river and there's a lot of trees down here.
Yeah.
And I'll hear an owl at night. I'm like, that motherfucking owl better not be right outside my window, because they say that owls, aliens will project into your mind owls.
So all owls are just alien projections?
Well, not all owls, but that's the form that they project into your mind before you get abducted. So you see an owl sitting on your windowsill, and you kind of look over and you're like, oh fuck, there's an owl on my windowsill. That's not an owl; it's an actual alien standing there, but it's projecting the look of an owl to you.
Wow!
I'm telling you, it's out there. Do your research. Listen to some podcasts. But they say that even if you see what you think is a spaceship, if you think you've seen a spaceship, more than likely you've been abducted.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. And a lot of people say that they lose track of time.
Yeah.
They'll see it, and then next thing they look down at their clock, and they're 3 hours off from where they thought they were.
Yeah.
But they didn't see any kind of difference in time. They're like, oh wow, I see a spaceship there, and then they look down like, oh fuck,
3 hours went by.
3 hours went by. Where the fuck was I doing for 3 hours? I wasn't sitting here looking at this. I said, oh, there's a spaceship at 10 o'clock, and I look down at the clock, and it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's weird.
So.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, it's fucking creepy.
Who knows? But.
All right, guys. So make sure to. I think that's about our podcast for today. Make sure to subscribe wherever you're getting or downloading your podcast. Make sure to leave a review at Apple Podcast. Leave a review out there, and you can also leave star reviews now on Spotify as well. So if you guys are listening on Spotify, leave us a star review on there. I do know that our show is picked up, for only doing a podcast once every 7-8 weeks. Our numbers are pretty still strong out there, which surprises me.
That's awesome. Thanks for listening and coming back.
Yeah, we had a 500 download day a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
And shit. I'm like, someone.
Nothing special that day going on.
No, it was just
awesome.
it was a weird spike in our downloads. Cool. It's like 30, 50, 30, maybe 60, 30, 500. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
That's cool.
Like something went wonky somewhere. So thank you guys for downloading and continuing to listen to this podcast. Also, make sure to check out our merch shop. Where's our merch shop?
Our merch shop can be found at ghostftpodcast.myspreadshop.com.
And if you guys have ever been abducted by an alien, and if you know if they have dicks or not, where can they write us?
GhostFT@yahoo.com.
What is that?
GhostFT@yahoo.com.
Yeah, and let us know. Do aliens have dicks? Like the dildos I've seen. Make sure to write us there, and or if you've had paranormal experiences, make sure to write us as well, and we'll read it right here on the show.
Tell us all about it.
We would love to read your awesome stories here on the show. All right, guys. I believe that's it. You can check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
We're out there as well. We're on TikTok as well. I had some dumb TikTok actually blow up for me. It was like our top viewed TikTok out there, and was some dumb Harry Potter thing I did. Not our awesome, podcast stuff, but
of course
I do something dumb and it gets like thousands of views.
That's usually how it works on
Yep,
TikTok.
that's how it works.
All right, guys. So I am your humble host. My name is Nick.
I'm Trent.
And I am at Newsroom Nessie.
All right, guys. As always,
everyone has a story to tell.
Everyone does have a story to tell, and
stay spooky.
Stay spooky.